All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer with Brandman Brandon. Brian should be joining us shortly. What's going on, man?
Oh man, just another Monday. It's finally
Oh,
getting nice out. I'm sitting here with the windows open, which is awesome.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, it's not bad. I think over by me by my job, if it wind up like hailing. Like,
Hmm.
it went from being like,
Hailing.
yeah, it was like 80 degrees, and it got dark, and then it just started coming down hail. And
Oh, that's
then
nasty.
yeah, and then it stopped and it got a little bit nicer out, but yeah.
Yeah, we definitely got some rain here throughout the day. No hail though. No hail in the Chicago
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, I'm out in the burbs at work, but yeah, I was surprised, man, because I work in a warehouse and everyone's they have like power tools going and machines going and shit. So
Hmm.
I walk out of my office in the back, and if I don't hear a sound, that's when it's weird. So I'm hearing it, and I'm thinking somebody's running a machine or something in the back. Like that's how
Hmm.
hard it was coming down. And then I'm like, oh wait, that's coming from outside. And I looked, and it was just like sideways. I was like,
Hmm.
damn. Like it was just this completely trashing the garage door that we have back there, or the dock door.
Oh man.
Oh man, it was loud. I was like, damn. But besides that, it was nice for that for like 10 minutes of crazy weather. It was
For like the
super.
10 minutes of hail.
Yeah, yeah. But, yeah, everybody coming in. Yeah, sorry we're super late. I had to help put my son to sleep. He's yeah, it is rough, man. It's fighting a 2-year-old, like wrestling with
I,
him, and oh
mhm.
man, it's
I didn't even realize we were that late.
yeah, yeah. It was like almost about 40 minutes. So
Hey
I know Brandon Davis is in here. What's up, man?
Brandon.
What's going on? But yeah, probably once Brian gets back in here, we'll talk about the interview with the vampire, newest episode.
Mhm.
Because that's such a great freaking freaking show so far.
Oh man, it's been great.
Absolutely love it. Um
Hmm.
yeah, we'll talk about that, and then and you didn't get to see If, so we might save If for maybe like if you watch it tomorrow, maybe tomorrow night we'll do a recording or something like that. And
Yeah, I'm thinking tomorrow I can get over there
yeah,
to see it because my Tuesday should be pretty freed up as far as I know.
yeah. So it's a pretty fun movie. I
Hmm.
like right now, like I knew we were talking about before, the critics are absolutely trashing it. 47% on Rotten Tomatoes. Critics are just like, and I was like, oh, this is not going to do well. It did well. It did well in the box office this weekend.
Hmm.
And the critics are not the critics, but the audience are really liking it.
Yeah,
It's a pretty cute.
I was surprised that the critics are like going after it like the way they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Like I said, it's not gonna win any awards. The story was okay, but it's a cute movie.
Hmm.
It's a cute, heartfelt, movie, and it made you kind of cry a little bit and laugh a little bit. So it did the job.
Yeah, I was getting a very much a what you see is what you get vibe from the trailers. So when I'm sitting in the theater tomorrow, as long as it kind of delivers, the vibe that the trailers kind of give off, I'm
Oh
pretty sure I'll be fine with it.
yeah, and it does. It
Hmm.
does. Brandon said, did you all see the new tattoo? I saw you were getting a tattoo. I think
I
I saw the live you were doing or something like that, but I didn't see what it was.
I did see it.
Oh, you
It's
did?
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
It's Brandon's little girl's initials. It's his daughter's initials.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought that was like really really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Mhm.
cute. I know I want to get a tattoo. Something for my son, but I'm not sure yet. Probably wait to
You know,
the other one.
I've actually been thinking about getting one, and it would be my first one if I do decide to get one.
Really? You like
Yeah.
I only have a couple. So
Hmm.
I want more. I want a lot more, but money. So
I'm giving it some thought.
what are you thinking?
maybe like a Spider-Man logo or something on like my left shoulder blade or something subtle like that.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice. One of my friends, he's got it's the Spider-Man logo, but it looks like the venom is like coming up his arm and like it looks really cool. It looks
Oh,
really
that's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
That
So
sounds
like
really
the
cool.
logo's on his shoulder, like right in the front, and then that looks like the venom is coming from like his shoulder and his neck kind of thing. And it's a
Mhm.
pretty cool looking tattoo. I like
Nice.
nice. Yeah. So but yeah, Spider-Man would be pretty cool.
Mhm.
I said I ain't seen anything. Yeah. So behind on everything. Man, you were always watching like a bunch of stuff.
Mhm.
But once it gets nice out, it's hard to stay at home.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like I said, man, this pretty much most of the weekend I was out and about,
Yeah. Yeah.
just taking in the weather.
Enjoying. I said when she turns 18, I'm taking her to get the same tattoo. Wait, her own initials or with your initials? With your initials, that'd be cute.
Mhm.
That'd be cute. I know there's a bunch. I want to get a whole like Star Wars thing on my calves. Like
Mhm.
one leg I went all light side, all Jedi kind of stuff, and then the other leg I went all like Sith and stuff like that.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, yeah, like just like from the ankle to the knee, all
Mhm.
all around the front and the back. I want to get
That would
that.
be really, really cool.
What's up, Anzo?
What's
What's
up,
up,
Anza?
James? What's
Mhm.
going on? Uh, but yeah, there's a few other like small things I want to get. You know,
Mhm.
like some video game stuff, some
Mhm.
more music stuff, definitely some more comic book stuff.
Mhm.
The one I always wanted forever, and I don't know if I'll ever get it. Maybe eventually, but I want Wolverine's guides on my hand, like his
Oh,
little
cool. Like the little
metal guides.
sheets.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
I want to get those. I want to get those,
Mhm.
but
That
like
would
I
be
already have a
awesome.
tattoo on my hand, but it kind of
Mhm.
blends in. It doesn't really stick out as much. I feel like
Yeah.
right on the top of my hand, three silver, oval looking things. I think
Mhm.
that is a little too much.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I said I hooked back up with my ex, and then I just haven't seen anything. We're going to the North Coast Fest together. Nice.
Nice.
That's nice, man. Good stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, go out and enjoy.
Yeah, one festival that's coming up that I'm trying to get a group of people to go to is the Old Town Art Festival in 2 weeks, which was actually a lot of fun last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
So I used to work at the Fudge Pot. That's right there.
Really?
Yeah, I used to work there when out of high
Oh,
school. I was
nice.
there for like 2 years or so.
Hmm.
So the art festival is really it's pretty cool. It sounds like stupid, like it's art fest. They do sell art, but it's a lot of alcohol. It's a
Oh
lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
alcohol, a lot of food. There's so
Hmm.
many good food spots
A lot of
down
good food.
downtown.
Yeah, everything's open.
Yeah.
Um, I got I got some pretty cool artwork last year. I was happy that I actually got to happy I actually made it home with it in one piece,
Hmm.
which I would have been mad if I lost it because I spent like $60 on it. Hmm. But yeah, yeah. Looking forward to a lot of the street festivals and stuff this year, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Street Fest in Chicago, man. Like I know like older people tend to complain a lot about it,
Hmm.
but Chicago, like it's like most cities are made for the younger people, who like to do stuff like that, and especially
Yep.
Chicago, with the fests, all the different fests and concerts and stuff like that. It's
Hmm.
man, from Memorial Day to Labor, where's it? Oh, forgot. What's the one coming up next weekend? Is that Labor Day?
Memorial Day.
Memorial Day, right? Yeah, Memorial to
Hmm.
Labor Day. It's just nonstop, man. I mean, there's like a dozen things going on every single weekend. It's
Hmm.
nonstop in the city, and it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, guys, I got lost in the sauce. We start talking about comic books, and all of a sudden, you know, when they said Storm, I was like, "Ooh, I gotta talk about it."
Oh, dude, no.
Yeah.
They're
So I
talking
was
about
running late, and then
August.
when I came on, Brian had just left, and Brandon had told me, he goes, "Oh, he went on chill stream." I was like, "Oh, we'll just go live because he'll
It
come
was
back."
so good because they're talking about the crossover in August with Aurora becoming an Avenger, and you know what they're talking about. The whole article is talking about is how they're going to come. One member of the Avengers is going to go to her and bring her in, and she's going to be really important in her leadership skills and all these things. And how I was saying, like as I told you guys, this might be why they're stopping all this the T'Challa stuff. They're saying we're trying to save it for this, which I don't
Mhm.
agree with. It pisses me off. It doesn't make any sense. But if we get a storyline, even a short storyline with Storm and T'Challa, dude, you wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. You wouldn't.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be. I would buy all the
all the
comic books.
covers.
Yeah, every single thing they got. I'm taking them all. But they wouldn't be able to tell me anything if they did that. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
if they're being smart and they're saying we're gonna reinvigorate Avengers by bringing the people that love T'Challa and bringing the people that love Storm and love X-Men together again, like they've done before,
Mhm.
man, that could be something serious. And if it works, and it say because Avengers, we said is ranking like number 44 around pre-orders, right? If it works, then don't be surprised the MCU follows suit. This might be the test to see is it worth us crossing these two people over, especially with this worldwide event we were doing with Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, that you got to recast T'Challa for that. You know what I mean? Which is,
I think it needs to happen.
Yeah. So yeah, and I think it just to have that storyline would be great. But yeah, I can see that doing well.
What I wanted to tell them is, the reason why I really have a problem with TJ, because I know a lot of people saying that, you can use it with TJ. I just think exactly what I was telling you guys, like having another black man not have his father, being fatherless, growing up without that role model, then trying to make him the leader of everything and that he can learn all the things he needs to learn from not having his father is just so wrong on so many levels. And that's why they should just, cower back and say, we're going to change the storyline. We should just go back to where we need to be. That's just like the worst thing you could ever do with the greatest black character ever created.
Yeah. So. And it's you're creating a character that never existed anywhere, and anybody watching, our last video that we did about X-Men 97 missing out on or skipping out intentionally on T'Challa, we got a lot of comments, a lot of good ones, a lot of bad ones, stuff like that. So, but one was this like, oh, you have a new young black male character with T'Challa Jr. TJ, and then you have this and that. But I'm like, but he's a filler. You know what I mean? Like as soon as things go back to normal, he's gone. So why, and Chill says it all the time, why invest your time in something that's not going to last forever? It's not even going to last a couple of years. It's going to be gone like super quick.
Wow. I just don't want my greatest character of all time, carrying a trope that black fathers aren't there.
Yeah.
I just don't need that.
Yeah.
The whole thing with T'Challa, he was the full thing. We had T'Chaka who raised him, who showed him how to do all these things. What's up, Danny? And
hey, Danny.
He literally is the full everything. So don't tell me that TJ's the same. It's just because it's not.
No. Yeah. Yeah. And I thought the MCU did that pretty well, where he was like T'Chaka was still king, but T'Challa was Black Panther. I thought that was interesting. I don't think that's never happened in the comic book.
It never did.
But it worked well, because that means it's a transition. It's like, well, I'm old where I can't do this anymore, but I can still lead, and you could take that part off of my and then you could transition to becoming the king. I thought that was kind of cool because he was older already when his father died. It wasn't like he was a little boy, granted, it sucks that they always have to frigid character. I always thought that's like I always hate that trope, So,
Mhm.
but that I thought was a little bit better. He's not. He knew his father. He learned lessons and stuff like that. Where TJ never met his dad. Never met him.
No,
at all.
he spent some years with him off camera. We don't know.
Oh, that's right. Because
they've said he was birthed and raised in secret. So
yeah, and he said he wanted to do it, and it would make sense because he got sick after he came back from being dusted.
Brandon says, "How is that a trope, man? The man died. He can't be there. The trope is that black fathers are not in black sons' lives.
Yeah, emphasis on, like you said, Brandon, on not there.
Yeah. Doesn't matter what happened. It don't matter if you're in jail. It doesn't matter if you're dead. It doesn't matter what it is. It walked away. It's the fact that the trope is that black men are not in their black sons' lives. So in the greatest character that has ever been created, like he is Black Superman, like he is it, and you want to give that trope to it, it's just wrong on so many levels.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't just walk out his life, but it doesn't matter how you're not there. He's just not there. But that's the issue.
Did he know? Like, it makes no sense why T'Challa would send his son away to be raised somewhere else.
Like, he loves Wakanda, and this is where he built this Wakanda.
But after everything that happened in the first film of him yelling at his dad for doing that to Killmonger, it makes no sense. It makes no sense, man. Like, but whatever.
No, I'm 100% agreeing with you.
Yeah.
So what's up, Kings? At least, at the very least, I'm glad some folks are starting to wake up to the importance of T'Challa.
And more people are.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. I think a lot of people don't really understand what's going on and why he's so great. And, like in MCU, if you watch a movie, you don't know how intelligent he really was. That, if you list, just Google, I'm not telling you, I'm making a list. Just Google the top 20 smartest people ever in MCU. And you're gonna see T'Challa there, because T'Challa made everything for Shuri. Like he is that smart of a person. So it's just that you don't know what he really is. He's the smartest. He's the best leader. He is a king. He is. When we watch X-Men, you saw how Storm was just regal. He just spewed regalness, right? That's T'Challa all the time. So like you just it's more than what you're seeing. So
yeah, and they had barely scratched the surface with the character. I was kind of hoping, before Chadwick passed away, they delve more into that in the sequel, the original vision for the sequel. And for all we know, they may have, but like we said, I don't think there would have been a dishonor or disservice to his memory to just carry on. Maybe this wasn't their intention with Wakanda Forever, and maybe this is just me being my cynical self, but it really just kind of seemed like a cash in. They were just trying to capitalize on what happened to him. As much as I hate to say that, that's just how I'm looking at it. Perhaps I'm wrong, because the whole movie was, perhaps it was, men as like a tribute to, to their star. But like I said, there was they were clearly aiming for T'Challa to be a heavy hitter moving forward in the MCU. Very much potentially even the next Tony Stark. That big a character.
He's on that level. He has
on that level.
He's richer. He's richer than Tony Stark. He's just as smart as Tony Stark. He actually has real powers, unlike Tony Stark, who just has a machine. He actually has real powers. He can lead even better. And it's when you really understand the character, I think it's more. What's up, Caleb?
Yeah, what's up, Caleb? Yeah, I agree.
I've been missing you. Yeah.
What's going on? Yeah, me. I wouldn't have compromised the entire plan. Moving forward.
Yeah. and ultimately, I mean, I hate that Kevin Feige pushed it on like all of the people in charge of the Black Panther movie. It's kind of like he just made it seem like, oh yeah, it was Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler. They made that decision. I was like, but you're still the boss. Like
They're also
you,
stuck in. They actually know the person, so like
yeah,
throwing it on them. I even much as I don't think Ryan Coogler made the right decision or Nate Moore
Mhm.
made the right decision. Throwing it on them, I just always thought that was kind of wrong.
yeah,
You
Mhm.
just didn't want to make the tough call, so you just gave it to
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yeah.
because I don't know. But it
No,
just
no,
like it's also you're making people that are emotional, and are dealing with it to also like you have to make a movie and here deal with your grief at the same time. So it's hard to when art like mimics your life or is inspired by however you're feeling at the moment. It's hard not to get away from it. So I'm not mad at Kugler for trying to pay tribute to his friend. That's fine. I just think it should not have been done in the way it should have been done. Yeah.
And
Mhm.
they should have helped them take time.
Yeah.
That's what you do as a leader. You want them to lead
Yeah.
and make this Black Panther movie and do stuff. You say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to back away. We're gonna send the child out into space. We're gonna send him in an intergalactic empire of Wakanda. We're gonna do something like that to allow them to have time to heal and figure out what they really want to do.
Mhm.
That way, you don't have to kill anything off. You don't have to do anything. You can just kind of figure it out.
Mhm.
So
I think this trip can be forgiven.
I think that's one of the worst things that Black men aren't in their children's lives. I think that's a
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah. I don't think I'm ready to forgive that trope.
So yeah, we can't keep perpetuating these tropes. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole part of the whole premise of American Fiction movie. Is how far can you take these tropes and people are still gonna eat it up?
They believe it.
So,
They believe Black people.
Yeah.
They believe that most people don't get raised by their fathers. Their fathers are not in their lives. Like Black fathers don't care. Like so, I'm not going to have the greatest superhero. Like I'm not going to have him having that trope. Like that doesn't make sense. It's like as much as it's helping, it's hurting in the same breath. Like
Yeah.
I'm not going to continue to put that on them.
Yeah.
I hate
And the whole
that.
point of like, especially that first Black Panther movie, if all you know is the movie is it was going against all those kind of tropes. He's a
Yeah.
rich, smart, Black man who's the leader of his people, king, and treats his like all the people underneath him with respect, and he loves
Yeah, like equals.
even when he gets betrayed, he still like loves his cousin. So
Mhm.
yeah, it goes against all the tropes. Just to follow like one of the biggest tropes. Ugh.
Exactly.
Yeah, Wakanda Forever just felt like several steps backward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brand saying like I said, Lakeith from an alternate dimension where Wakanda was destroyed, problem solved.
I love Lakeith Stanfield. I think he's a great actor. Liked him in everything I've seen him in. Not sure I could see him as T'Challa. I think he's a little too naturally quirky. He kind
I
of
think
brings
he's
that
so
quirkiness
American.
Yeah. Great actor. Great actor. I've loved him in everything I've seen him in. Well, no, I take that back. I wasn't a fan of him in Netflix's Death Note, but I try not to talk about that. I didn't like anyone in that. Yeah, he was L.
Oh, okay.
Wait, man, you know what? I seen it once, and the whole time my eyes were like closed because I was so angry with it. He was L.
Yeah, he was L.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would say I would kind of rewatch it just for that, but I really don't want to.
Don't rewatch it. Don't rewatch
do
it.
Don't do that to yourself. We know. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And his death in the sequel was just straight bull crap. Yeah. This could have been done way better, or not done at all.
Yeah,
it's comic books,
or not done it at all.
But I still say Aldous Hodge for me. It's just I would love to see Aldous Hodge as the child. I think that would make so much sense. Oh my god, it would be amazing.
Yeah. They were using scapegoats pretty much. Feige should take the blame 100%, like for that. It was like, dude, you're the boss. You make those decisions. You gave it to the other people, and it was, just, you know. And he said, it's a scapegoats is a cheap, cheap way out. It sucked.
Yeah, you say and you force it. Like, you know, I don't know this franchise like you do, so I'm gonna put it on you. No, you didn't want to actually answer the question. You didn't actually want to make it work the way it needs to work. You know which direction you need to go. You didn't want to step up and say it.
Yeah,
that's just what it is.
Yeah, super annoying. Was it? Did we read that one? I'm not down with the trope that a black man isn't in their child's lives. No hate on that, but this man dies, so this one could be forgiven.
But you killed him. He didn't just like this one person. He died in real life. The character didn't die, so you don't have to make this character follow the same thing that happened in real life. There's no reason for that. We don't need another child without their father. You don't need it.
Yeah.
So if I'm writing a storyline, I'm not going to say, well, this does happen, so I'm going to make that happen. I don't want that.
Yeah.
Same.
Sequels whack all the way around. I did not like the Iron Chick though. Or I did like the Iron Chick.
I wasn't a fan of Ironheart. I wasn't a fan of Riri. She just didn't.
Williams. I just didn't like the.
It was
same.
Okay.
She was fine. I could have done without her. I think the character putting Ironheart in there just felt shoehorned.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We could have waited. We could have waited on Ironheart.
Oh, it was exactly what we said. Like they had a storyline, and then they went somewhere else with it.
Yeah. They just had like they plugged in so many things. You know, so even Shuri beating Namor. Namor's like hundreds of years old, or like 100 years old. Who he's a master of his powers. And he lost to like a little girl who just got her powers like an hour ago. Like what? And then like 10 minutes before that, she didn't even want to do it.
Yeah, the whole resolution of the conflict with Namor just kind of ticked me off a little bit. Yeah, you stormed my home, wrecked a bunch of stuff, and murdered my mother in cold blood. But it's cool. Don't worry about it. We're even.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
But with Ironheart though, I feel like they should have used her a lot less. You could have had her in the movie to set her up for a TV show, but you put her in there a lot, and it was kind of it felt weird.
Yeah.
But they could fix it with the show.
Shoehorned. It's exactly what you said. It was shoehorned in, and it was not supposed to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
It was. Something the storyline they already had, and they're like, okay, well, we can't lose this now. So what do we do now?
He said he was great in Book of Clarence. He was really good in Book of Clarence.
Yeah, I liked him in Book of Clarence. Loved him in I liked him in Haunted Mansion. I thought he was good in Haunted Mansion. Liked that movie. I thought that movie was kind of underrated.
Yeah, same.
Atlanta, obviously, which really put him on the map. Sorry to bother you. Like he's great in just pretty much everything I've seen him in. Yeah, I like Lakeith Stanfield. I hope he has a long career.
You know what I hated about Riri Williams? They didn't really tell you how smart she really was. Like she was just
they didn't.
Riri Williams is smarter than Tony Stark. That's the whole point of Riri Williams being around. That she's smarter than the original Iron Man.
Yeah,
that's not what you got. You're like, oh, she might be good at building stuff.
Yeah.
No, she knows what she's doing. Like, and I feel like he once again downplayed the character. So if you don't want to do that, then just don't. Don't. Yeah, don't do it at all.
I knew as soon as they were going to bring her in, they said they're bringing her in. They're going to like dummy her down. Like she's still going to be smart, but I feel like she should be smarter than Shuri. She should be smarter than like how Tony was, kind of thing. So
Mhm.
yeah. But what's up, William? What's going on? Said T'Challa really sent his child away to live like Killmonger. Exactly. That's it's and the movie before he yelled at his dad for doing that, and it makes no sense as the character.
Went to Ancestral Plane and said, "You were wrong." Like, it's just like
yelled at him and his like all of them. He goes,
"Oh, y'all."
Yeah, yeah. Brand says you can't just recast them. You have to bring in a T'Challa from a dimension. You can't throw a new T'Challa in for a sequel that's off-putting. No one would have been happy with that.
The recasting William Hurt with Harrison Ford.
William Hurt, who's what I have it with
Bruce Banner. Bruce
Banner.
You've had so many
War Machine.
Yeah.
Who's that? Howard.
Terrence Howard went.
Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
Don Cheadle. You know. I mean, even we're talking Interview with the Vampire in a little bit. They replaced Claudia, and it's great.
Yep. And she did she's doing a great job, and it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. I think people have a connection of like this person is this person, and that's not how
they do.
You can easily just be like, yeah, cool, here, but I still think
it still. You could still use the high idea that you can have a variant come in.
Yeah, now at this point you have to,
because you open all this stuff up. You can just do it. Just say, all right, variant comes in and fixes the whole thing.
Yeah, but I'm still under the impression if the family came out, not even the family, if Ryan Coogler and the cast would have came out and said, Chadwick will want to be recasted because he thinks blah blah blah, all the stuff he said in his interviews. If Marvel and the producers Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler were behind the recast, I feel like majority of the audience would have been like, yes, that's what Chadwick will want. Because right now you're going off of however Ryan Coogler and Nate Moore are saying. They're like, oh, we can't do that. We don't see ourselves doing that. And then everyone follows suit. They're like, oh yeah, no, you can't do that. But if they would have said, we're gonna do it because that's how we respect this guy by continuing his legacy, continuing his work, I think majority of the audience would have been like, yeah, that sounds right. But that's
exactly. Yeah, but when you say the negative and everyone's like, oh yeah, you're right, it's negative. We're gonna go that way. Yeah,
just follow. That was a terrible way to incorporate Riri Williams. Yeah,
another bad decision.
Yeah.
Riri Williams is another person. Instead of top 20, she's top 10 smartest people of all, in all Marvel. You go Marvel Comics and look it up. Riri Williams smarter than Xavier. She's smarter than Shuri. She's smarter than all of them.
Oh yeah,
it is what it is.
But yeah, killing the mom, I thought was a stupid decision. That movie had a lot of problems, man.
That's why you gotta bring in Variant now, because you killed off the entire family.
Yeah.
You killed everyone else. You gotta bring a Variant in. Fix this.
Yeah. What's up, Drew? Yeah. Said he posted his 5 personal favorite James Franco performances. Nice.
I don't know if I have 5.
Go check that out.
Performances that I like James Franco that much.
Nah, he did some good serious ones, and he's done a lot of the funny, goofy ones. But
exactly right. Once again, you know what type of movies I like. So I don't know.
I mean that's pretty much the list, because I don't think he's gonna do any movies anytime soon. So
you're right.
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
Like, sorry to bother you. Who said that? Oh, you said something up there. Don't worry about it. What's up, Travis? Back to Black Panther.
Travis.
It's somehow we always end up there, man.
It's just it's my fault.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah. He goes, no, I got that. She was smart. Yeah,
she was smart, but genius level. That's what she is.
Yeah. Shuri and Riri are in a relationship in the new Spider-Punk comic. Oh, okay. Might have been the reason they included her so much in Wakanda Forever. Okay, I like that. I didn't know that.
Me
here we go. Black Panther. First time here. Well, congrats. Thank you for joining. Had to like the video over the Shuri / fake Namor comment. Oh,
I appreciate it. Yeah,
the Shuri / fake.
it was very weird though. Yeah, you know, Namor's been around forever.
Yeah,
Sure, just like gotcha.
yeah,
You don't even know what you
Yeah.
know.
yeah. And I mean, I would have preferred the real Namor, like comic book accurate Namor.
You can't do it. Though.
But I liked, you know, this Cuckoo Khan or whatever the hell his name was, or
Yeah.
I thought he was cool. It was interesting, you know. I mean, if you're gonna change it, you should. Yeah, they did change everything about it except for the name. So, but I prefer like the original one. Yeah.
If the way you explain this whole Shuri thing is that when you do have the right herb, you're supposed to get all the knowledge and all the wisdom of all the other Black Panthers before you.
There she
What's
is.
up, Mama Bear? So if she got all that wisdom from all the ones before her, then it doesn't matter how long Namor would have been alive. She would have had all the group,
But hers
wisdom.
was a fake herb. It was an artificial herb.
I know. That's why I said it. If it was the real. That's
Yeah.
what I said.
Yeah.
And that she went there and then she didn't go to the Ancestral Plane. She saw Killmonger. So there's so many other issues.
Which that
with
even
this whole
doesn't
story.
make any fucking sense.
So-
They should have at least done the way in the comic book where she sees Bast and Bast is like, I'll give you the power, but I'm not granting you the title of Black Panther. You know what I mean? She's like, you cool, you know, and I thought that was super cool, you know, because it's like, no. You're not Black Panther. He goes, but I'll hook you up with the power because you need to help your people, you know, kind of thing. I forgot exactly what it said, but it was
you need to help my people, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and do this, but it's not this is
They
not
have
gonna be
their
for
blessing.
real.
Yeah,
You're not my avatar. You're not my,
yeah.
the one
I thought that would
my
have been
power.
like, kind of interesting, you know. But instead she met Killmonger, and that felt like a money grab.
Killmonger?
Killmonger, sorry. He wishes, right? Killmonger.
She met Chill.
Yeah. I might skip around a little bit. William Hurt isn't that big of a character. He's gonna be he's gonna be the Red Hulk.
He's gonna be the Red Hulk, so he will be.
Yeah, he's gonna be super big of a character in this next one. Ed Norton had one movie as Hulk that no one honors. That was like the best
Hulk movie that was ever created. What are you talking about?
Put some respect on the Incredible Hulk's name. I will not stand for any slander towards that movie.
Yeah. And I mean, T'Challa only had one movie.
Yeah,
I mean, he
was Chadwick Boseman literally had one movie, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was in Civil War, but that wasn't his movie.
Yeah.
He was
one of my favorite. Although he was one of my favorite parts of it.
He was the best. One of the.
He was the best. Him and Spider-Man were like
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. He no one likes Terrence Howard. not then. Everyone still loved him back then. He didn't go crazy until recently. Yeah. What's up, Profess? It's happened to face so many Black actors.
What's up?
Too.
Yeah, it is. They're saying like there's no one else on that level. No, there's
you're not good.
So many great ones. I could name 5 off the top of my head and say all 5 of these will do wondrous jobs and probably add something to the character. And that doesn't have to demean what Chadwick did, because he was a genius level what he did in his acting, and he was able to embody so many different characters. But it wasn't like he was the last one to do that character and no one can ever do it again. You know, should we never make we should never mention Jackie Robinson again? You know, Thurgood Marshall should never be said anything else ever again. Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna skip around. I didn't realize how far back we are in the comments. What's up, Terrence?
T.
I'm gonna say favorite Fast and Furious 6. With your this Friday's gonna be his with the Fast and Furious 6.
Yeah,
nice.
Anniversary.
Damn, 11 years.
I was watching Fast and Furious this whole week.
Nice. From Streamer because I said Magneto was right.
Dude, I have a T-shirt that says Magneto's right. I
know.
have a bumper sticker. I got all type of stuff Magneto because he was right.
Yeah, I mean, man, it's me and my girlfriend had a pretty decent conversation about that.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was.
But you know me,
I'm not
I
think
think
for that.
I
Man.
think Thanos was right too. So I mean, yeah. Take whatever I say with a grain of salt.
Oh man, but yeah, we ain't paying you not for that, man. Hey, what's up, fellas? What's up, Cleves?
Cleves, man.
Cleves.
Yeah, they just need to do an animated Sandman
Animated.
list.
They could. They
Be
could.
nice.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, grateful. You guys embraced me. Some humans really try to keep your boy in the Phantom Zone.
Not us.
Yeah, you come in here and you always make things fun and entertaining, man. Yeah.
And I like people to have an opinion. You know, having
Mhm.
an opinion is not a bad thing, and we don't always have to have the same opinion. We argue all the time, you know, but
Mhm.
having an opinion is important, and
Yeah.
be able to discuss these things it's huge.
Yeah. I mean, that's what like nerd fandom is, you know what I mean? It's like
Mhm.
having discussions and talking about this. It's when like I don't say I hate that toxic word, but it tends to get toxic where people just kind of like start calling each other names and you're stupid, and, oh, you know what you're talking about, and blah blah blah. It's like
Mhm.
one, it's fictional, so like literally like there's always like 10 different versions of the same character. You know what I mean? Like, because somebody came in one of our comments and it was like, oh well, T'Chaka was Black Panther in BC. You're talking about the comic book run from when there was Avengers in like caveman times? Like, that's not canon, man. Like, what? Like, it's a great story. It's super fun. It's super fun,
I can go through all type of ones that you want. If you really want to go at it, I can give you at least 12 series where T'Challa is Black Panther. 12 series with different writers and everything. It's just
was that a couple hundred issues?
at least 220 something issues I got. I got to go over.
Yeah. Because if they wanted to redeem themselves, they would just have Shuri look for more pure version of the herb and resurrect T'Challa. Resurrect? I never thought about that. Resurrect T'Challa.
And then he looks different. It's like they did in Black Lightning, because when you bring someone back to life, they look different.
Mm.
Or the soul enters another body.
Yeah.
Or she needed an avatar to bring his soul back into it.
That's interesting. I never thought about resurrection. I doubt they'll go that way. It's a little too gory, maybe. I don't know the right word. Blasphemous, maybe. I don't know.
You don't want to make
resurrection would be
T'Challa a zombie. That's what it is.
I mean, they could do that because I think they are doing the animated Marvel zombies.
You guys can't see it, but I got the zombie Black Panther up there.
Black Panther said, I prefer the original too. He was Marvel's first superpowered hero, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's the first mutant. He deserves to get respect. Yeah. That's why I was kind of bummed that I wasn't getting the original, but I thought they did okay with that. I liked them a lot. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, even them changing the name to Namor to then Namor. I was like, okay, that's kind of goofy but cute and plays with the whole.
But they created a whole. But created a whole thing around it, though. You know, and a whole world around it, and I think the world made sense and the story made sense. I think he was going to be in it no matter what. I just thought it would have been against T'Challa, because the story they made so much sense. It was not shoehorned in. It was good.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, keep talking. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. When you get back, we'll
jump on interview a vampire.
Yeah, because we're
no problem.
League start.
I got some good things to talk about that.
All right, no problem. Be right back.
Bring him down.
Oh man, I forgot. I want to show this to you. I know off topic, but
I want that one so bad. I saw it. There's that one and the other one where he has the adamantium being ripped out of his body. Those those are like newer ish ones. like there's another one too where like it's like he's beat up, so like his costume's all jacked up.
So yeah,
Oh, Mr.
Mr.
Sinister.
Sinister
That's a cool
too.
looking one.
Yeah.
That's a cool looking one. Oh man.
Obviously,
Yeah,
it's on my desk because I have nowhere to put it up there.
You get like 2 more shelves, at least.
I bought them. It's going to be on the side. You just will never be able to see it. I have my books and stuff on it.
Because I knew a Chillmonger is from Wakanda. That's the Easter egg I saw in Black Panther. Seeing Chillmonger and Answers of Flame would be hilarious. That would be funny.
I would love that.
Oh man. He said Terrence is cool. I mean, a little different, but cool. He's been through a lot after Robert Downey Jr. left him hanging. He did, yeah. He did to kind of leave him hanging, and
he brought him in.
Yeah.
And Terrence Howard said, "Hey, my friend, it would be perfect for this character." Brought him in, and then they're like, "Oh, we ain't got enough money to give you if we can give RDJ all this money."
Yeah, it would have been cool, man. But Terrence Howard, he was talking about like flowers in the universe or something. He's man, like you got some whatever you're on, man. Must be some good drugs.
That was the problem. It was too good. You never hit play if it's that good.
Yeah. I think he's kind of back to being more chill now. But View Drew said, I was shocked when I found out 127 Hours was based on a true story. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then that's I think you said it in one of the comments earlier. That movie James Franco was really good in.
That was great.
And it's all him on top of that. Like I think most of the movie is just him stuck in between the rocks. But yeah, it's based on a true story, which is crazy. I don't know if I could do that.
Rip off my arm and
cut it off with like a super dull knife.
I was like, someone just throw down. First of all, I don't go places where people don't know where I'm at. That's the first thing. That's the first rule. Yeah.
Wow.
And then I never go anywhere without eating Sour Patch Kids. So just saying, I'll be okay.
Just eat one part of the body
exactly.
throughout the day.
Well, I'll be able to make it way more than 127 hours.
I can see it's T'Challa variant in Secret Wars who lost Wakanda, so was taken in by the main Wakanda. There's been something nice about T'Challa recognizing his own son from another universe. That'd be kind of cool.
I wouldn't hate that, but I also don't want him to lose Wakanda. I want it to be something like the Earth is being destroyed, and you know how they're saving certain characters from every Earth because they're so important, and they see how important he was, so they brought him to this Earth because because he's one of the most brilliant men that has ever been around, and you know the greatest leader that this world ever had. And so we grabbed him and brought him in, and then he takes that place, and then he just doesn't leave.
Yeah, he just stays there. I can see that. I would say Star-Lord T'Challa from What If would be so cool. Yeah,
but then there would be no movies because he just will solve everything with his, his smile, his charisma. Thanos like, you right. I don't need to kill everybody. It's just all of a sudden.
Yeah. So who's the bigger villain now? Who's or I think meant Thanos. Thanos, Darth Vader, or Darth Diddy.
Oh man.
Diddy. Yeah,
Diddy. Just
everyone's seen that video now.
Oh my god. The fact that it's 7 years old and no one said anything about it till right now is crazy. That's probably bought the hotel. I just want to buy it.
Yeah, I was talking to my friend about that. You know, but it's like that's people with money. People with money get away with shit, man. That's just how it is, which is super annoying. If we can have opinions, I am the minority who doesn't like Incredible Hulk. Everyone is great, and the climax is fantastic. But for me, the movie is like 20% montage of people on computers. I never thought about that. That is funny. That is funny. There's a lot of like people on computers looking at where he's at, or they're trying
to
Mr. Green
whatever.
and
that is funny though.
Try and trace him out. Yeah.
Yeah. William said, I'm pretty sure T'Challa is king of the dead.
No matter where he is.
Yeah. All right.
8.5. This way I got Submariner. Because we're talking about.
That's pretty low. Send that one back. Go get that one. Get cleaned and be impressed. All right. All right, you guys are all kind of talking amongst yourself. All right, let's get into this
interview with a vampire.
Yeah. And after that, I don't know, maybe a trailer or something. I think wasn't there a big trailer? Oh, Brandman hasn't watched it. He said he's gonna probably see it tomorrow. We can record tomorrow.
Okay. That was pretty good. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm hoping we can do Garfield this week too. And then Furiosa is coming out. And people are loving Furiosa.
Which is good to hear.
Yeah. I'm hoping I'm gonna love it too.
Yeah. So I heard she has like less than 100 lines or something like that.
No, she says less than 100 words in the entire movie.
Words? That's awesome. That seems so very Mad Max. Yeah. Yeah. It's like you haven't seen. Oh, you haven't seen Interview with the Vampire? Yep. Or if. Yeah, we'll talk about zombies, dead people. Right. But yeah. Yeah, if you check it out tomorrow, then we can record if after the Panda and Grizzly, our football show.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. That we can keep it short. All right, let's talk about Interview with the Vampire.
Oh man, I didn't realize there's that many comments.
Yeah, that's why. Well, everyone's kind of like chit-chatting amongst each other, and there was a lot of people talking about it. Yeah, and then we had a super late start, which is pretty much my fault, like normal. But
all right, let's do this.
Let's talk about it. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Stan Kramer with Brandman Brandon down there, Brian the Grizzly over here, and we're going to talk about Interview with the Vampire, Season 2, Episode 2. I forgot what the name of this episode was. It was another cool sounding one, though.
This was on Do You Know What It Means to Be Loved by Death?
Yeah. That was such a cool thing. I remember seeing that pop on screen. I'm like, oh, that just sounds cool. It sounds like super emo gothic.
No, but it made sense in the episode. Yeah. And seeing those vampires all around, it just was so good. Oh, can't wait to talk about this.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll get into all of it. So spoilers ahead if you haven't watched it yet. Put us on pause, go check it out, come back and be part of the conversation. But Brandman, what you think about this episode so far?
I liked it. I like that they're kind of I like how they're developing the character of Louis. They're showing kind of like a lighter kind of side of him where you could tell he's very comfy at this point in time in his vampirism, especially with a lot of his interactions with Claudia early on when he's doing the photography and stuff like that. I really enjoyed that scene. I know that this is a word that a term that I throw around a lot, and you guys are probably sick of me throwing around a lot. But I really do like the world building element of this, how they're showing, how they're kind of going, how they're diving deeper into the vampire world, kind of with the, with like the show that they attended, kind of this group that they're traveling with now, the character of Santiago, the character of Armand. I think that it's a much more fitting medium for the works of Anne Rice, for the Vampire Chronicles. It just works a lot better for me so far than than the movies did. Even Interview with the Vampire, which is a movie that I really like. I think that this really kind of embraces the content in terms of the characterization, just the world itself. It just feels like there's more breathing room to really embrace Anne Rice's work. And there's changes as with any adaptation, but I think the changes really work to the show's advantage. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. And the new actress who plays Claudia is really starting to grow on me. She was really growing on me, particularly in this episode. I think I needed a minute. Yeah, I think I needed a minute to get. Yeah, I think I needed a minute to get used to her last week because it was a new actress. But she's kind of hitting her stride for me at this point on this episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, really enjoy it. Really enjoy what they're doing with it. The TV, the show angle works much more than the movies did. So I think it's just hitting a lot of good notes for me.
Yeah. I know, like last week, me and Brian were like, I think I keep forgetting her name, but Delaney. She, right off the bat, it was like, okay, because she just comes in just being a bad, and then again, this episode was my favorite part of the episode. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but was the actual when they're watching the play and seeing Louis' face, being disgusted, and because he knows what's going on, and then it cuts to her, and that had to be one of the best reactions I ever, because she's just
I agree.
Eyes are just so wide, and she was just so
into
it. It
was awesome. Like vampire pride. That's what you saw. Vampire pride.
Yeah. Like, we're doing this in front of you. We even told you it's all real, and you still are so stupid. It's like, you still think it's part of the show. It was great. But yeah, seeing her reaction was just the best, because you see Louis, just his face of this disgusted face, and then it cuts to her, and she's like legit back, and her eyes are so big, and she's just so engaged and like, oh my god, I can't believe they're actually doing this. And it's probably like the first time we see Claudia actually happy in a long time, just on the show, let alone how many years it's been since she's probably like actually laughed, But yeah, but the play was the best part of the whole episode for me. What you, Brian?
I thought the entire episode was really smart. The idea with Daniel, he's doing the interviewing, and how Armand is like controlling the narrative along with Louis, and now they have a plan how to do that together. And when they were reading his mind and told, when you asked that girl to marry you, and she told you no, you want to know what she thought about it. You want to know why she said no. We could tell you that too. Like, that mind freak that they were doing to him was crazy. I thought that the idea that Louis is losing it was less in this episode, but it felt like to me like Armand was controlling Louis more. And the more Louis is by himself, the more he falls back into that. I'm remembering, not just remembering about him, I'm remembering for myself, and I'm becoming more self-secure. So that was interesting. The idea with them being out there for 5 months in France, and her not being happy about anything, and Louis just loving it because he was just being such an American tourist. Yeah, he was just being all American, don't care. I'm just gonna take pictures. This is what you see when people are backpacking, across Europe all the time. Just being American, just unapologetically American. Thought that was really cool. And then when they finally do meet them, and they're talking about they see Lestat's painting, which was funny because Daniel points it out. I was like, really, you gonna have Lestat's painting right now?
Just like what you said, like telenovela.
Telenovela.
Yeah, I thought that was awesome.
Oh, that was hilarious and so smart when they did that. And And then Claudia says, it was Bruce. Like, what? Bruce? It's the only other name I knew of a vampire. It's just
Yeah.
that was good. And then when Daniel noticed, he's like, so both y'all had the same boyfriend, huh?
Yeah.
Well, and it's just saying those things. So not that Armand and Louis both had the same, had that relationship. And then Louis said, "Oh yeah, but I've been with Armand for 44 years longer than I was with Lestat." Yeah, yet the first part of the show was all about Lestat. So which one really stuck with you longer? Stuck with you more? And it's because Armand has been controlling you for all these years that you never got that that real focus of love. He still sees Lestat even when Armand is around. And then I gotta say, during the play when Santiago was on screen, he just was everything, right? And then that's right. And then the whole having that the rope and him pretend like he's flying, but it's like just is flapping around.
But he's just floating.
He's actually flying.
Yeah, like the rope is not taut. Like it's just like
So
there's
it's
still a
not
lot of
there.
slack in it. Like it doesn't
For
make any
reason.
sense, and everyone's like cool with it. Yeah.
I thought all those parts were great, and then the mansion part was just epic because it was just This is one part in where Lestat and Louis and Armand are really hit it off, and they're talking about stuff, and you see a vampire in the background ripping off another little guy's head off, and it's playing with the head like in the background, like, they're just going ham. It is hilarious. Man, this is a great show. It really is.
Yeah, I gotta say, I really am excited that the big extended like trailer scenes that we got, I think we've seen them all by now.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like the parts of the play, the house thing, that was an extended clip. Them talking about the whole him being a photographer, kind of thing. Like all those were in the extended clips, and I'm like, this is only episode 2, and all these cool clips that we got to hype up the season we're already caught up with all that. So it's like nothing was big enough where it's gonna ruin any of the story later. I so it's like, oh, this is all in the first like 2 episodes. We're gonna show you all this like clips. So I was like, oh man. So like everything at this point is like new, more or less, So I'd be super excited for that.
I still say Delaney is killing it.
Oh,
Delaney, she's changed. It works because the character changed. So her being a new character, new person, makes sense for the character because now the character is way more strong, way more arrogant, like not arrogant, but just she's looking for something. She's searching for other vampires. She wants to feel like she's part of the community. She doesn't, and it makes sense because she's younger, right? She looks like she's younger than everybody. So no one's gonna take her seriously. But if you're in a community and they know that you're really, 70 years old, you're gonna be taken seriously. You're not gonna be treated like a little kid.
Yeah. Even Armand said that. He goes, "Oh, it's too bad that she got turned at such a young age." I was like, "Damn!"
But she had a look that matched her actual, the inside.
Yeah. Xavier in our comments said Armand and Louis breaking Daniel's sarcasm was also a shining moment. That was really good because I think I think that's the first time Daniel said something and it actually affected Louis to that point, where he was just like really like malicious. He didn't turn around and say something. He was malicious and very mean to Daniel, and
I mean, he had tears in his eyes and everything. That was
his hand was all shaking, and but I love how Daniel tries to play it off. He goes, I know this story. He's just trying like, you can't mess with me because I'm already messed up. But he got him. He got him for sure.
Yeah, his Parkinson's started to take over.
Yeah. Especially when they were in his head. And then there's that one part where Armand like sees like something about, he's like, oh, you stole your dad's like, dirty magazines and sold them at school. But that seems so weird. So I was like, well, is Louis distracting him and Armand is trying to get more stuff from him, or I was trying. I watched it a few times. I'm like, I don't get what fully happened there, because it was a lot going on really quick. So I don't know if anybody in the comments knows, or has a theory, let us know. Xavier said Delaney is an example of how to successfully execute a recast. Yep, pay attention, Feige.
Just say, hey, the part of this person is going to be played by a different actor, and let it happen. And then everyone says, "Oh, okay," and accepts it and moves on.
Yeah. And if you get somebody who's just as good, if not better, than the first one, then you have nothing to worry about. And right now, Delaney, like you said, being a different version, more of a a jaded version of Claudia. It's kind of over things, was over Louis, especially that first episode. With this one, she has that more of that wants to be around people. She even told him, she goes, stop being weak-minded and suck it up and work on not letting him read your minds, because I need this.
It's funny. And then Armand told him the same thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we all notice. And some of these people are going to take advantage of you if you don't get stronger on your mind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, even I noticed. I didn't even have to read minds. He's like, so he goes, Lestat? Who? I was like, bro, that's the weakest. You don't even need to read minds to know that, who that is, So, but I just loved how Claudia was just so aggressive. She goes, I need this. Stop being you and stop doing this. I need it. And it was just like she's the maker almost, it seems like she's the boss of the two of them,
But they said that they watched always 5 months and neither one's really the boss, but each one needs the other one, which I thought was smart. But even then, Claudia, they said, so what they said, Claudia needs to have others around her. Louis needs to have others close so he can be the outsider.
Yeah.
He's built that way. Yeah. So I thought that was even a cool comment to have.
Yeah. But I mean, overall, this whole episode was the way it ended was just it really left me wanting more. I was like, no, I need the other episode right now, because it was just it just ended, So
here's my question: what do you think he meant by saying, "Do you know what it means to be loved by death"? What do you think that's coming from? What does that mean?
I don't know. You got any theories?
Perhaps Claudia kind of finding a place that she belongs amongst kind of fellow undead. That's kind of how I interpreted it. How just elated that she was to kind of kind of be welcomed into the fold, so to speak, with this group of people just like her. It's kind of something that at this point she's only really known love from Louis. Lestat never Lestat never looked at her like a child or like a daughter or anything like that. And even this kind of harkens back to the Interview with a Vampire movie. There's a line where Brad Pitt's Louis said that Lestat didn't look at Claudia as a child or like a daughter. He looked at her as like a pupil almost, or someone that he could kind of mold in his image. So I think the sense of belonging is perhaps what they're getting at with the title, or at least that's how I kind of interpreted it. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
No, I think that's these titles are meant to overthink a little bit, But yeah, I think it's the same thing. It's being loved by death, being loved by your other undead, people, she's looking for love as in acceptance in a group, but also Louis looking for love, like someone to fill that hole that left, kind of thing. Yeah. So
I think personally that it means something different for each character. The kind of what you're saying, that Louis, when you say what does it mean is, to be, to me, means to be loved by death. It's like Lestat is dead, right? In his mind, went to the lawyer or to the gal's money. Lestat is dead, and now that he's dead in his mind. He really believes he's actually dead. What does it mean to be loved by someone that's dead? For Louis, means he can actually move on, and that's why Armand actually has a place in Louis' heart, because in his mind, Lestat is dead. So what does it mean to be loved by death? For him, means something different. Now for Claudia, it's acceptance, to be loved by the death that's all around, right? That she loved, to be loved and be taken in by this group of vampires. Then that's something different for her. For that group of vampires, I think it means something different for them. It's their freedom. It means freedom. What does it mean to be loved by death for them? Is it we are free to be whatever we want, to do whatever we want, and Armand creates that atmosphere for that to happen, which gives him his power over everybody too.
Yeah, because I think that's what we're getting at is Armand likes to be in charge. He likes to manipulate, kind of, like, I don't know, like it. I never read anything past Interview with the Vampire, so I don't know what's going on with the Vampire Armand book, Vampire Lestat book, The Queen of the Dam. I saw the movie, so like that's all my reference for Armand is. I really don't know much what's going on, but I think he's going to be this guy who's like all about getting the power. Like he just wants the power, and for me, I really can't wait to see whoever talks about the relationship between Armand and Lestat, because here's two old, powerful vampires who both want power. But when two people are trying to be, the leader of the relationship, like the powerful one in the relationship, like that causes issues. So I'm kind of curious to see that story eventually. I know it's not going to probably be this season, but I think eventually we're going to get that story.
I think we're gonna see a parts of that next episode.
Is Armand talking about Lestat?
Because he said in the preview for the next episode, said, when I first saw him, I felt his presence before I even knew what he was. So he talks about that, and that they are going to have some type of relationship. So they're going to mention the relationship. I don't think they're going to go in depth about it, but know that they are different, and that's what you need to take away from the episode, basically.
Yeah. And then you're gonna have two versions of it, because you're gonna have Armand's version of it, and then eventually you'll get Lestat's version of it, which I feel is like gonna be a whole different kind of version of their love story.
Oh, I hope so.
Well,
yeah.
Didn't Lestat, when he first met Louis, he's like, I'm leaving Europe. He said, why? I'm kind of running away from someone who tried to control me. I didn't want to be. I don't ever want to be controlled like that ever again.
Did he say that?
About that in the first season? So I feel like that person we're gonna find out is also Armand.
Yeah.
And then Lestat will be like, hey, Louis, wake up. He's doing the same thing to you.
Yeah.
But the hold on him is gonna be too tough. And that's what's gonna split him and Claudia up and all that other stuff. So
oh man, just the Claudia stuff this season is gonna be heartbreaking. This is Xavier said, I agree with Brandon. I think the title is about embracing your nature. I like that. He said Claudia finally found her home and a sense of belonging that she hasn't felt in a long time. Yeah. Especially like when she comes running out of the building after like everyone killed people, and she's just so like just so giddy. She's like, oh my god, I love it. We're gonna live here forever. It's like I
don't want to leave. It's like a kid at Disney World.
Yeah, like I'm gonna live here forever. So it's really interesting. There's one more part I wanted to talk about, and it was the letter that Louis read from Lestat. That was super intense, because he was just like, don't worry about the guy that killed me. You know, he'll get his, slowly. This kind of, I was like, oh man, that is such a
Live your own life.
oh,
Don't
yeah.
worry about my stuff. And like,
Damn.
oh, it's you?
Yeah, I thought that was such an interesting like part of it, because like what he's telling you, don't worry about my killer, live your own life and be happy. But when you're one and the same, then what? Then how do you feel? What do you do? So, what do you guys think about that?
Could be.
I liked it. I liked the kind of way they're utilizing Lestat in this second season, in like little small appearances here and there. I think it kind of hammers, or not hammers, but just kind of reiterates the relationship, the love-hate relationship between him and Louis, being literally haunted by the memory of him. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
And I think they're using it just right. They're not using it too much per episode, but they're doing it just enough.
Yeah, I agree. They only did it once in this episode, I think. Maybe twice.
Just the once. Once or twice.
Yeah. I think. So yeah, just enough to remind you, because if you do it all the time, it gets a little like played out. But doing it enough kind of reminds you, like, oh yeah, you're still messed up in the head. So, what about you, Brian?
I thought the whole idea was Sam. He said at the in the like the ending, talking about episode 1, said, I intentionally walked like how Louis would walk. I intentionally talked like Louis would talk, because I could hammer home, this is him, his portrayal of me, or his characterization of me. That isn't necessarily me. So when it's me on the screen, you will be able to tell the difference. And I thought that was pretty cool. So all those conversations are Louis just seeing himself talking about those conversations, and but that's a very good mix with what they're trying to do already.
Yeah. It's such a fun show, man. It's so good. It's so good. And I was a little worried that it's hard to continue like on a second season after having such an amazing first season. Like an amazing first season. And I'm like, are they gonna keep it going? And I think they are so far. They're continuing the story, adding new characters, adding new relationships and feelings and stuff like that. So yeah, I think they're absolutely crushing it so far. But I don't know, you guys got anything else? I'm trying to think of like, there wasn't as big as like moments in this one besides for me the play and the letter. Everything else was cool, but it wasn't like, oh my god, But
just the play, the letter, the killing of people at the mansion. Louis falling for Armand. Is he really falling for Armand, or is Armand using his mind control because Louis is that weak-minded?
Yeah. I think that, man, that's gonna be interesting. Is that how much is it of being stupid in love, and how much of it is just being stupid?
Naive.
Yeah, naive. Better way. But yeah. That was one thing. He said like he felt his but he said something like his ancient presence or something like that. Like he said, like he knew he was an old, powerful vampire just by walking up to him. So I was like, damn. Like if that's how you feel, then like if you can feel that and you already know you're screwed, like you can't do anything. But I thought it was good. But yeah, I'm digging it so far, man. All even the stuff outside of the memory with Daniel is getting more interesting now.
Yeah, because I mean he's a character, and we actually get to see his arc instead of just he's just a plot device. Now he's a character in this story.
Yeah. So You guys got anything else then?
Nope. I mean, this is once again, it was a straightforward episode, but it was very good, very cool.
Good. Yeah,
and then you got to see Louis is falling in love already. So, dude, you so weak.
Like big dum dum. Yeah, but cool. Yeah, we'll leave that here for episode 2 of Interview with the Vampire. So far this season is doing really good. We're enjoying it a lot. We enjoy talking to you guys in the comments from the first episode. It was awesome. Xavier in the chat. Appreciate him being in chat. Another great episode. Looks like we're off to a great season. Agreed. And if you want to be part of the conversation live, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and come and join us every Monday while we talk Interview with the Vampire. We're gonna do this all the way through the whole season. Every Monday, right after it comes out on Sundays. So you get a day to watch it and come hang out with us and talk about the episode. But we appreciate everyone watching on the replay. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what your thoughts are of this episode. And if you're watching live, stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night. Cool. Yeah, appreciate you, Xavier, being in chat, talking about the show. But
exactly.
Yeah,
that was very cool.
Yeah, we were getting a lot of comments on our, because I edited it down, and I cut it, to be just us talking about the show, and there was a lot of people in the comments and telling us how the telepathy works between a maker and the creator, or the maker and the created.
How you can turn it off and how actually matters.
Yeah. But I guess it's like different from how it is in the books to how it is in the show. I guess somebody was saying like it's slightly different, so which makes sense. If you need things to play out differently, might as well change it.
You can't go shot for shot with something like that.
Yeah. Like I said, appreciate you guys discussing this show as well. I mean,
they hooked us.
Yeah. And I know, like, a lot of times with YouTube stuff, when a channel finds something that works for them, they tend to do it a lot, which is normal. Right? That's what they do. So whether it be a topic or a discussion or something, they'll just kind of stay on that road, whether they like it or not. For us, the Interview the Vampire stuff does super well on our channel, but we all love talking about it.
Exactly. I love to talk about it.
It would suck if it did well and none of us were into it, But at the end of the day, it's a lot of fun to talk about, and it's got such a big following from the movies, the old movie, from all the books, So you got a lot of people who know a lot of the lore, So I can't wait. Because I think they said they have. Who was it? Was it the writer or Anne Rice's son or somebody was saying like they have enough for like 5 seasons or something like that?
Yeah, they probably have enough script, but they don't have them acting it yet.
No, not like filmed or anything like that. Like they have like where the story's gonna go, and like 5 seasons a good
That's
amount.
decent. That's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah. But AMC likes to drag the stuff out, man.
Yeah.
AMC drags their shows out. So
that's me how I know.
18 years of Walking Dead.
Yeah. Walking Dead. What else they did? There's another one that they dragged out.
Yeah, not sure.
Better Call Saul, something like that.
Yeah, Better Call Saul. Yeah, damn. But that was a good show. I don't think I ever watched how it ended though. How many seasons?
Right back, guys. I'll be right back.
Okay. Better Call Saul only got 4 seasons. I thought it was more.
I thought it was only like 3 for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's still not bad.
Weird.
But I mean, yeah, they definitely ran Walking Dead to the ground. They still are.
Yeah, it's going on way too much longer than it needs to.
Because Daryl has his own spin-off show now. You know,
Mhm.
I don't know. That Nosferatu was really good.
Mhm.
I enjoyed that one. It was a little too creepy though, but it was pretty good with Zachary Quinto is it his name?
Yeah, Quinto.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in
Mhm.
it. So, but that
Isn't
only had
they're
like one
married to
season. That
like
was it.
yeah? Isn't I might be thinking of something. No, I'm thinking of a different show. No, never mind.
Yeah, the Nosferatu was like he's like this weird, creepy, vampire guy, like
Mhm.
Nosferatu, but not really, but who drives the car.
Mhm.
If you ever saw that one, it's kind of creepy. It's like super creepy actually, but yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, check that one out. Oh, that's what I was gonna look up. You can look at some trailers.
Let's go. Trailers.
Yeah, which good ones are there today?
We didn't watch the one last week, did we?
Which one was it?
There's a bunch right now. There's the Never Let Go with Halle Berry. There's the Rings of Power trailer.
Yep, saw that one.
There's that new the Megalopolis.
Mhm.
It's like a teaser.
Yeah, I remember that one. I'm good. Mhm.
Really, I'm pretty excited about it. Although now I'm hearing all the fucked up shit from Coppola that he did on set, and I was like, bro, like, come on, man.
Don't you have there's a Max thing that's going to do Dune Prophecy?
We're watching that. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about.
Yep. That is gonna be awesome. I cannot wait for that. I didn't see the trailer, but I know they were working on the show, and I know it's like the premise behind it. And when I first read
Mhm.
about it, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. This like I think they're gonna put the time and the effort into it. But I'm like super excited about it.
That's the one I was like, yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah. Let's see if I lag out.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna test it. Just leave it up for see how it goes. Am I laggy?
I'm almost worried right now.
Mhm.
I don't know. Marin has been acting good the last couple of days, so
Yeah.
we'll
Mhm.
see.
Let's hit. Let's play it for a second and see if it works.
Actually, hit it. You guys hear it?
10,000 years
Yeah.
before the birth of Paul Atreides.
You guys can hear it?
Yep.
Okay, fuck.
Yeah, and you only froze one time,
All right,
so
let's
I
watch
think we
it.
might be okay.
All right,
I think we might be okay. Let's do this.
let's do this then. That's a quick one. It's only like a minute 30. All right. Shit.
No,
Now I start getting the bars.
Yeah.
Yeah. There. Oh man,
And Brandon
this
Sleep.
cough sucks ass, man.
Yeah, I'm sort of. Get
I
a little
understand.
tired, but I'm okay.
You feel it.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm good.
Sorry, shit. That's why I got the big cup of water
Mhm.
and I already went through it. All right, we can watch this and then probably call it a night.
Okay.
Just send it to me.
Yeah. Yep. Well, have you guys both you seen? I know Brian, you've seen it. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
I've seen it.
Okay. Well, maybe after the show tomorrow, we can knock out 2 recordings. We could do 2 movie reviews. Oh man, I gotta put If on my letterbox.
I have to put everything I watched this year on my letterbox.
The same. I gotta play catch up on my letterbox for sure.
Yeah, I usually as soon as I'm done watching it, I'll put it on there, and then later on I'll go in and put it on the ranking. But I think I'm around 27, 28 movies for the year. I think.
Mhm.
So a little behind. Meanwhile, like Zach and Kenny, they're like at 50 or something crazy. 50 or like,
Holy crap!
yeah, they're super into Dave show too, man. Dave so he goes and sees a lot of movies.
10,000 years.
Sound good?
Yeah, it's a little laggy. Well, change the little gear. Change it to 720. It should hopefully run better.
All right.
But yeah. Put it there. Usually what I've been doing is when I edit the trailers, I download the actual trailer and put it over the video down there so it looks nice and clean and all that. So all right,
Let's do it.
let's do it. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is Tim Kramer with Brandman Brandon, Brian the Grizzly, and we're gonna check out a new trailer. Dropped about a week ago or so. It is Dune Prophecy. Super excited about it. Let's check it out and then talk about it.
Is it crazy laggy for anyone else?
Yeah.
But it's more Dune.
Yeah.
I'm always down for more Dune.
10,000 years before the movies we just watched.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. 10,000 years. Like, that's awesome.
It shows you how. Yeah, it just shows you how deep the rabbit hole goes with this
How
world.
long Harkonnens have been around?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the whole lore of like Dune is like super deep. You know, like I could be wrong, but I think the Atreides house like runs back to like they can trace it back to like actual Roman Empire times, which is insane because that's like 35,000 years
And like
You know.
35,000 miles of worlds.
like light years or some. Yeah. So stuff like that is like super cool, but like seeing the origins of the the Bennies, the Bene Gesserits, I think it's kind of interesting. How like these group of women are like, yeah, we're gonna kind of rule the the universe, the Empire universe, but we're gonna still make you think it's the Empire or Emperor, but yeah.
I think it almost foreshadows that in Dune 3 they're going to be destroyed.
Possibly.
In the Jesuits.
I don't remember what happens to them. Because after Dune, the second book, I kind of stopped reading because it got weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that's what happens. They're going to get to a point where both sides are like, we don't need you. And they're going to try to fight for it, and then they get killed.
Yeah. Which would be cool, because if this is like not like an in-between story, because obviously it's set in the past, way in the past, but a nice like setup story for like number 2 or Dune 3 technically, the second book. Yeah, I don't know. It just it looks good though. I think it looks good. It looks like the movie, and that's what I was kind of worried that they were going to go maybe cheaper with it and maybe maybe not look so grand, but still looks good. Obviously, they're not going to be big giant space worms and all that shit, but
Mm.
Yeah.
Still looks like they didn't spare too much expense.
yeah. So I'm super excited. I'm super excited because I think more people are into the Dune stories now. So we get some cool stuff like this. HBO knows like this could be a big hit for him.
Hmm.
Is
Yeah.
there something else supposed to be coming on HBO during this fall?
Penguin.
Game of Thrones.
I thought House of the Flying Dragons. I thought it was coming out
Yeah,
this
House of
fall,
Dra-
and then this coming out. And do they butt heads? Is my question.
House of the Dragon is this summer, right? Isn't it in
Yeah, that
June?
was like June.
Is
Yeah.
that soon? Wow.
I think so. Yeah. June 16th. House of the Dragon comes out. So I think that's what they're probably gonna do is like have one and then another and then another.
Have it run right into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense though. I can see it.
Because when is Penguin is supposed to be coming out, and it just says 2024.
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
think
just some unspecified fall date. I think they said is when it'll be out.
Yeah, and then I'm not sure when this one says it's coming out. They said late 2024. So that's probably exactly what they're gonna do. They're gonna do one, probably then Penguin, and then Dune at the end of the year.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking what's gonna happen. So you got your summer one, you got your fall one, and you got your winter one.
Your Thanksgiving / Christmas time one.
Yeah. So I mean, HBO, and it makes sense because HBO wants to make sure the churn or whatever the hell it's called, people stay subscribed. So, and anybody who wants to get it, I think they haven't announced details yet, but Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max are going to be all bundled together. So,
yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little bit more. I think it's gonna be like $22.99.
But you get all three. So, which would be cheaper than if you get all three separate. I don't know. But yeah. But yeah, man, this looks awesome. I'm excited. More Dune, please.
I mean, more Dune is always more better.
Yeah. Although I thought they would have maybe pushed this until like next year. You know what I mean? Because then it kind of fills the gap in between the movies. Yeah. They already said number 3 is happening. Dune 3 is happening. But I mean, Dune 2 came out this year, and we're getting the show the same year. So
yeah, it'd be nice to come out 2025, but I don't know. Going to strike while the iron's hot too.
That's true.
And if it pushes it, and while that's happening, and then you get more of a bump later, then it's worth it. Man.
That's true. You guys got anything else?
Nope. Done.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, if you're watching on a replay, leave a comment down below. That's what you think about Dune Prophecy. This is just a teaser, so I think we'll get a fuller trailer sometime soon. And obviously we'll watch that when that comes out. But just for a teaser, looks good. We're excited. So leave a comment, let us know what you think about it. Hit that like button, it helps us out a lot. Hit that subscribe button. Come and join us live every Monday and Thursday. Appreciate all you guys hanging out with us. Anybody in the live chat, stick around because we're gonna finish things up for the night. All right. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah, I'm done.
Also, our viewers drop like super low. Like on YouTube, there's like only a couple people.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah,
I need to sleep.
It's one of those. Oh, excuse me. It's one of those Mondays that suck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, anybody watching, come check us out on Thursday. we'll do some more movie reviews and talk about a bunch of other stuff and news. If you're into sports, come check us out tomorrow. Me and Brian, we do our Bears football stuff, and then Wednesday, Brian and the other guys do their other football, dynasty, fantasy football kind of stuff. So if you're into that, definitely check us out over there as well. We got merch. Finally got merch. So I know there's not a lot of people in here. I should have said it like when we had like 20 people in here at one point, but we got merch. It's linked on the channel, so you can literally on YouTube, all the tabs, go over to the store and got it. I'm gonna probably buy a couple of shirts. I think Brian, you already bought.
I already bought two,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get one.
We got a couple X-Men 97 inspired ones. We got a Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes inspired one. So yeah, I thought they look pretty cool, but I'm also biased. But so yeah, check that out. Start sharing that some more often. But cool. Appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys. We will see you guys on Thursday. Later.
Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.